What up? It's your boy Forrest here. I hope you're having a good day. Today, I wanted to talk to you about depression and anxiety. Woo! And the antidotes, most importantly, the antidotes to these two all too common human experiences. I'll give you a little bit of background about where I'm coming from right now. I'm a vocal artist and I have been off the stage and off social media like Instagram for the past 6 months. And I've just been taking a reset. Performativity was no longer it for me. Also in this time, I have had my first experience dating another man since I transitioned. So that's been really nice, but also left me wanting more, to be honest. There was more emotional intimacy that I was craving from the connection than what he was able to show up with, and that's totally okay. I realized at some point that me not asking for what I wanted, me not asking for a deepening in emotional intimacy, was actually me showing up inauthentically. And therefore, I was not showing up as emotionally available. All comes back to the self, doesn't it? He was a mirror for how I was showing up. And when I did ask for that deepening, I knew that it was also me basically starting to close the door on the relationship because I knew that it wasn't in the cards. But nevertheless, very grateful for what we shared. It was my first time being intimate with another man in the physical way since transitioning, which was just so lovely. And I was just so grateful for how confident and comfortable I felt naked around him. I didn't necessarily see that coming. But yeah, that was like a huge win for me, just the way that I felt, how embodied and natural I felt. So net positive experience. But there was a lot of anxiety in the dynamic. Like I felt very anxiously attached. And I think that's because I intuitively knew he wasn't invested or able to or wanting to invest emotionally in the way that I was. Needless to say, there was a lot of anxiety there for me. And since closing the door to that dynamic, there's been sadness and this kind of lethargic feeling. I went on a date with someone else yesterday, but that was not it for me. And I'm realizing that I need to be intentional about who I want to see, who I want to be with. And just as I'm taking this time off of social and off of the stage to articulate my personal brand as an artist and a creative, which is something I've never done in my 15 years of being a singer, I'm also taking this time now off of dating to really articulate and manifest what my ideal relationship looks like and feels like and who that partner is. Ultimately, someone who is as obsessed with self-awareness as I am and as passionate about personal growth and evolution as me. That's really the baseline. In the midst of this process I've been going through, both in my career and in my personal life, I've been, doing a lot of self-reflection, long talks with ChatGPT, processing the things. Been watching a lot of awesome YouTube. I spend a lot of time on here. And I have uncovered some pieces around the antidote to anxiety and to depression that I wanted to come on here and share, and also come on here and embody. So it turns out there have been scientific studies that have shown that the opposite, on the other side of the spectrum to anxiety, is not relaxation, but is actually kindness. Anxiety's here, relaxation's in the middle. It's like a neutral place. But kindness actually produces the hormones that act as the antidote to the experience of stress and anxiety. So this is great for me to hear because I love being kind. It feels good. It feels good. My most delightful experiences creating content have been seasons when I've doubled down on sharing positivity, sharing kindness. Namely, the spring of 2021 was the high point of that. So it's a minute ago now, but that stands out in my mind. And regarding depression, the antidote to depression is expression. So I wanted to take this time to express my kindness and my heart to you. So buckle in, because I'm about to say a bunch of really nice shit to you that I mean from the bottom of my heart, okay? And if you clicked on this video, I'm guessing that you have been in the trenches to one degree or another with your own depression and anxiety experiences. And I want to remind you how fucking resilient you are. And I want to remind you that you are a freaking champion for getting in the ring with these emotions and facing them, looking them in their eye, looking these inner parts of you in their eyes when they're crying, when they're angry because they're trying to cover up that sadness, for sitting with the part of you that feels so afraid, that just feels impending dread, impending doom, for holding their hand and staying with them in those moments. That takes so much courage. That takes so much strength. A strong person is not just somebody who doesn't experience those emotions. A strong person is someone who can sit with them and face them and show them love, show them empathy. And I know that's what you do. I know that's who you are. You are a beautiful person with a beautiful soul and a strong, big heart. And you are out here just doing your best. Hey, Lala. Lala agrees. My kitty cat. You're out here just doing your best to care for yourself, to care for your inner children, to reparent yourself in the ways that you've always needed. And in giving yourself that love, that care, that patience, you're transforming the world. I really freaking believe that from the bottom of my heart. Your capacity and willingness to sit with yourself in your difficult emotions, on your darkest hours, your willingness and your capacity to do that is global revolution. It is not just the dismantling of old oppressive systems, but the emergence of new systems of care and presence and acceptance and empathy. The internal systems that you are not just weaving, but presently activating through your own self-love. This is what world change looks like. This is positive global reform. You are the key opening the door to this new world of peace and equity, because you are activating it and living it within yourself through just being present with those dark feelings, these difficult parts of ourselves that come up and rock the boat and put a wrench in the plans. Instead of yelling at them and trying to kick them out, You're showing up. You're holding their hands. You're looking them in the eye. And you're saying, you're welcome here. Even though it's really hard and this feels uncomfortable for me, I see your value. I see the wisdom you hold. And I care about what you have to say. And I'm listening. And I love you. You're good enough for me. You're strong enough for me. In this moment, I care for you. I value you. I accept you. And I respect you. And when we say that to the saddest and most anxious parts of ourselves, things shift, things change. And not because we need them to in order to accept them, but because that's what love does. Love melts ice. And it's okay to be a puddle. We can hold that. We can hold that puddle. So this is what I see in you. I'm so freaking proud of you. You're doing incredibly. I love you so deeply. I see myself in you. I see the divine in you. I see the revolution we've been waiting for in you. And I value you so much for showing up and doing this work of facing your anxiety, facing your depression, facing your fear, facing your sadness. And I also really want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to embody my own antidote to my own fear and sadness by getting to offer heartfelt, authentic kindness to you. I believe every word I just said. I feel and embody every word I just said to you. And for also allowing me to be the antidote to depression, which is expression. And expressing this love I have to give. Expressing the truth of how I see the world, how I see you, who I see you to be. Expressing my big heart. I'm really grateful, and it gives me a sense of purpose and meaning just to express myself, no matter how this is or is not received. Simply the act of getting to offer a kind expression helps me to feel more like myself. So thank you. Let me know what came up for you. How does it feel to hear my stories and to hear how I see you and how proud I am of you? Sending you so much love. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Oh, and also, I'm 2 people away from reaching monetization on YouTube, which is kind of cute. So if you're vibing, stick around. Hit that subscribe button if it feels right for you. Okay, proud of you, bestie. Oh, we got this. Okay, bye.